Alright, this is the original Maria. What if I tell you, this is who she is 20 years ago? Dang, no longer an old granny, she's a young lady now. Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Counterside video. Now, if you guys are not aware, yesterday, Counterside, the Nexon forum or whatever, they released the 37 developer notes with a bunch of balance changes, some new operator and some skin. So plenty of things going on from Studio Besides N. And I find this particularly interesting because one of the things that they did mention is they are trying to balance some of the characters. They are aware that the rearm characters are just plain broken. They are just as strong or even stronger than awakened characters in some instances, right? So I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware, but on my second channel, which some of you guys might not be aware that I do have a second channel, but mostly I do post Counterside related contents there as well. So if you guys are interested, feel free to subscribe to that. But I did post this video called the Ju Shiyun review, where I mentioned that I feel like he's a bit underwhelming compared to Rearm Estarossa. And you know, that's something not to be taken at face value, right? So Awakened Ju Shiyun is just, 6 cores. Rearm Estarossa is like 5 cores, or rather 4 cores rather. So it's like the differences are kind of huge. So here's the thing. Balance changes, usually when we talk about nerfs, most community don't like it. Alright, you don't like to basically purchase or wait for a character and then to find out later, the developers decide to boom, nerf it down. It's bad. It's ideally bad, and I don't think any game developer or game publisher or anyone should do that, because that will make the community rage in general. So I think what they have done here is pretty interesting. They decided to basically rework. I still think it's a nerf, but they claim it's much more of a rework. So I'm not sure how the community's feedback is going to be. So hopefully in a couple of days we're going to try to follow the news as things goes. But plenty of cool things going on. So let's talk about all of it in this video. Now, first things first, Pride1 CEO already summarized majority of the things, so we're just gonna view the translated version. But the KR version, basically they did posted this picture. You can see plenty of things going on. They have a new rearm, I believe, new awaken, a new operator, a bunch of new cool character. This is a new husbando character apparently, and yeah, some events coming on as well, new skins, etc. So let's just check the Pride1.co version and have a look at what can we expect. So balance process improvements. So they did receive tons of feedback. This is from Studio Besides N for rearm employees being too strong and they are breaking the game's balance in PvP. So definitely this is the case, as you can see for us as well. Even in C server, we are experiencing this. You can see with Kestrel Xiaolin. Like, I feel like with Kestrel Xiaolin's existence right now, there's no point to get, like, for example, replace the Queen. So I feel like, those awakened characters, they need to always be stronger because they are just more expensive cost-wise. So that's my opinion, right? You can see the two main culprits, Orca and recently Kang Rearm. So Rearm Orca and Rearm Kang are even stronger than the Rearm that we have currently right now. Apparently that's going to change very soon. So a special team was created 2 weeks ago. So what they are trying to say is they have been creating this new team to hopefully test things moving forward. Alright, so they will test the employees, they will test operators, they will test the ships more thoroughly, and hopefully they will be able to balance the game better moving forward. But for the time being, they need to fix what's happening, right? So the release of the next rearm employee will be postponed till end of May. So that is going to be pretty cool. We are going to have a 1-month delay in any rearm, which is going to be pretty cool. From what I gather, Rearm Mia is quite broken as well, but they didn't really mention it here. So they don't really want to nerf rearm employees. Makes sense. They will never, or they shouldn't. Like, ideally, no one should ever nerf anything. Alright, so because using the recall system for them is a bit complicated due to the resources that goes into rearming. Yes, that's why they want to adjust the overpowered rearms. So, Orca and Kang will be the first characters to be hopefully tweak, or they say rework. But let's have a look. What are they actually rework, or are they actually... As compensation, 150 fusion cores will be sent to all KR players? Okay, that is cool. That is cool. Like, C is not gonna get anything except for the anniversary that's gonna come in 2 weeks. But KR is getting 150 fusion cores. That's insane. That is insane. So let's talk about Orca. So they increased her deployment cost from 3 to 4. Okay, but they add, I think in the passive skill, recovers 1 deployment cost after being deployed to the leader passive. Ooh, this is a kind of a huge nerf if you ask me. Before this, her cost is always 3. So it's like similar to Titan if you think about it, because Titan, I think when you deploy Titan, you get back 1 cost, right? But the problem is, this is added to her leader skill. So you gotta set her as a leader. If it's added to like a passive skill, then I think it's fine because you don't have to set her as a leader. She's always a 3 cost unit regardless. But now, you sort of have to set her as a leader. You can't use anyone else as a leader. Or else she will be 4 cost instead, which is kind of a bummer. And also remove 2% passive HP regeneration in the gauntlet from the regenerator passive, so it will just be 1%. This is kind of a nerf, right? For sure. From 2% to 1%, that's like 50% decrease in HP regen, and also this particular nerf. So not sure how this will impact the PvP meta, but keep in mind, whenever this sort of nerfs or buffs happens, C is going to get the most updated version. So most likely if Orca, the rearm version is going to come to C server, maybe somewhere in May, this will be the version that we will get. I'm not sure if Orca is exactly the next one because we have Eugene and stuff, right? But most likely she is going to be the next SSR rearm. Alright, so this will bring back Orca back in line with strikers, and she won't be the best striker in the game anymore in PvP. To use her to her full potential, players will be forced to lead her. In PvE, she will be a beast as the deployment cost isn't as important there. Yes, like it is what it is, right? So to sum it up, I think somebody in my Discord mentioned it extremely well, and I'm just going to like read it out for you guys. It's a copy pasta that's been throwing around on Discord. People talking about how awesome Awakened Jushion is. Yeah, sure, he's balanced in an unbalanced as F game. Now you have units that are as tanky, deal almost as much damage with half the cost. I give you rearms like Esther and Orca. They have true damage, self-healing, immortality, etc. Yeah, they can be counter like debuff or heal block, but at such low cost, you can just redeploy them without any worries. For 6 cost Awakened unit, you will lose twice as much if they die. Now, which is true, right? So a lot of the rearm are just plain broken. They are just way stronger than a lot of their Awakened counterparts, which makes no sense. Like, I get that the power creep is always going to be there. Rearm is just a new Awakened right now. Like, let's move on. Let's stay in topic. Let's talk about Kang. Alright, change to Fury type employee. I'm not sure what this means. Is it she's no longer a soldier, she's a Fury type? What Fury type? Furry type? Okay, passive level 10 upgrade rework. Instead of the skill dealing true damage, okay, so they are going to remove that. Kang and the Stronghold will be able to detect stealth employees. Okay, so instead of her dealing true damage to your paper ship and destroy it in 2 hits, all she does is detect stealth units. She's going to detect Replacer Bishop, which is a huge nerf if you ask me. It's a huge nerf right here. Requesting support has no longer a cooldown and now require 15 Fury to be used. The damage was also reduced by 60%. So requesting support level 5 upgrade changed to decrease the Fury cost from 15 to 13. Alright, so this is something to do with the skills. Now, if you guys are not aware, Kang basically, she's very broken. When she pairs, if she's paired with a rearm Elizabeth, she basically destroyed the ship in like 2 to 3 hits, which is like insane. Alright, so even with introducing the SSR, what do you call that, max damage limit for ships, right? So hopefully this will balance her a little bit, but really not a big fan of these nerfs moving forward. But speaking of nerfs, Nystro Nequitia is gonna get buff. Apparently, she's been known as the weakest Awakened unit up to date. Alright, so that's what a lot of KR players have been stating. So hopefully these buffs will make her stronger. So look at this, defense increased by 50%, that's a lot, 50%. Movement speed increased by 20%, which is insane, alright, this is invaluable. In Gauntlet, the maximum value of the HP burn will be increased from 2% to 4%, double. 4% HP burn per second. This is like almost Awakened Yuna level even, like, right? This is insane. I'm not sure, will this make her too broken though? It feels like she is a 7 cost unit though, so keep that in mind. Can't be healed effect removed from the Elysium passive. Instead, any healing affecting her will be reduced by half. Okay, so instead of her cannot be healed, she can be healed now. The healing will be reduced by half instead. Alright, 2 new effects added to the Ultimate Apocalypse. For 12 seconds after casting the skill, she will prevent enemies from casting ultimates and block them from receiving buffs. This is insane! When I read these skills, it sounds broken. It sounds broken AF, right? So for 12 seconds after she casts the skill, she prevents enemies from casting ultimates? and block them from receiving buffs, it sounds insane. It sounds like ridiculous. I'm not sure if this will make her too broken instead, but hopefully things will be better moving forward, right? So new operator, we have Moena, which is Monet's mom. Alright, she will join as the new operator. She will be added in the game next week in KR. So if you guys are saving for operators, apparently she's quite good. What she does is she removes all buffs from enemies and for 8 seconds grants 24% defense to ally employees with 1 to 4 costs and additional HP regeneration to ally employees with 1 to 3 costs. Does this sound familiar to you guys? Instantly removes all buffs from enemies for 8 seconds. Does this sound familiar? I'm not sure if it sounds familiar, but a couple of weeks ago, right? I pulled for this operator. I'm not sure if you guys are aware. So this hot operator, Serena Crew. Alright, so what she does is she removes non-permanent buffs, casts on all enemies, and she adds the buff block effect to them for 6 seconds. Am I crazy to think that she's already getting power crept by Monet's mom? I don't know, man. Like, this is insane moving forward. I feel like Serena Crew is already getting slightly power crept. New skin. Lolly Twins is gonna get new skin. Pretty insane. I like it. Alright, good design. Plenty of the counterpass unit actually do not have skins. Except for Lily, I think. I could be missing some, but I feel like, yeah, for the twins to get skin, it's going to be pretty insane. So now, let's move on to the next post. Also from brightone.co, shout out to them. So let's glance through this. May roadmap for the KR region. So what are they getting in May? So again, the operator, they're going to get the skin, but they're going to get a new SSR employee, Angela. So this girl right here, she is one of the members for the Philharmonic Elysium, alright? So the same as Maestro, Nikita, and Shena. So they're gonna have Fallen Hawks challenge, counter case for Doma, Yuma, and guess what? Awaken Maria! She's now a hot waifu, no longer an old granny, which everybody likes, I guess. I'll take it. I'll take a hot Maria. Why would you not want a hot Maria? Alright, Awaken Maria. I like Maria as a concept. I like that she has the ability to summon multiple mechs surrounding her. So I'm not sure what an Awaken version would do. I don't know if she's going to be a tower unit, right? Considering that Maestro Nikita is a tower unit and she was just the most recently released Awaken. So not sure if Maria is going to be a tower as well. But I hope, you know, I really like the original Maria's concept and I hope some of the elements are retained there. So hopefully that's going to be the case. I like her design. Very good design right there. This is how Maria looks when she's younger. Insane. Alright, so we have a new counterpass. Clarence is a hot looking dude, I guess, if you guys are into those. Apparently, Sylvia is going to be the next rearm, which I think she deserves. Alright, she is one of my favorite characters to use when I first started playing the game. It's been a long time coming. I don't think she's bad though. I think she's still pretty decent for a 3-cost sniper. But we'll see what she's going to get in the rearm. I hope they improve her range a little bit. The only issue is she's quite squishy and her range is shorter than most other snipers. But as you can see, a bunch of things going on. Apparently, there might be some new costume predictions. Chinatsu cosplaying, Nayubin gender ban, which is I think is quite interesting. Niall cosplaying as Yensing, Roy gender ban, something along those lines. And episode 9 is coming. 50 free pools event, Awaken employees balance update. Operators can use facial expressions in the lobby. And guess what they're adding? 1-to-1 chat. So now you can trash talk your best friend in the game if you want to, or your guildmates, whoever that you want to. Alright guys, so that is going to be all that we have for whatever that's to come in KR. Now, as for C server, all we have is the upcoming anniversary. I'm not sure how excited are you guys, but for me, fingers crossed. I hope Zulong give us the best anniversary anyone can hope for. So, let me know what you guys think of everything that's happening in Counterside. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, don't forget to subscribe to my second channel as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.